Previously on Alien Investigations.
Our decks are made.
Yeah.
Our teams are selected.
The Berkey bunch did not show up this time, no.
Take it away.
All right. Well, you know that I can't play a lot of games without this little guy. KRYCEK'S always needs to be. I like him. He plays loose. He plays fast. He wants to be on the good side, but he wants to be on the bad side.
Something tells me Albert Hostein's coming. Yep, there he is.
You know he is. Actually, you know what? I was incorrect. Burke is there, and now you can see how often that I actually remember the things that I do. And you know what? I've never ever played with Mo.
I'm gonna guess KRYCEK'S is your final one, right?
You got it, KRYCEK'S.
Go ahead and do the honors and reveal
Sure.
my agents, beginning with our lead agent, Agent Fox Mulder, and joining Agent Fox Mulder is Agent KRYCEK'S.
You like gossip?
I have also included Agent Mo Box on this team. And from the Scully set, the unreleased Scully set that is, we have Agent 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬. And last but not least, I'm going to let 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬 do the honors of naming the fifth and final agent on my
Detective
team.
matters. It's always matters.
You're going to be starting off as the conspiracy player, my friend. I'll go ahead and requisition the Geiger counter to Agent KRYCEK'S. So now we're going to head into case assignment, for which, as I just mentioned, we're going to potentially be sending the team to 2 sites. The first one being Lake Okoboji Campsite, Central Prison in Raleigh, North Carolina. Got any cards for me?
This could be very anticlimactic. No.
By any chance, is your X-Files motive knowledge?
I do not know. No, it is not. Okay, so Mr. Friend in the FBI comes out here, but I do get 10 on it. I'm going to play Miller's Grove, use Mo's little token for one of that.
And I'm going to use 𝐗-𝐷i𝐻e𝐻e's token to send KRYCEK'S right back to the Bureau.
Why does he want to go back to the Bureau? I'm gonna save that for future and hope that you just burn two bluffs.
I drew my friend in the FBI, which I'll take a moment to do that now. And so we'll head into investigation phase, for which everyone is going to be going to the site. There's no reason to hold anyone back. My investigation of Arecibo, Puerto Rico has proven successful. Is your X-Files affiliation evolutionary?
It is not. We are going to go to the Subterfuge 4 site. Everyone's going.
I will play, for the full cost, a bluff card, Dr. Stroman.
I cannot do the medical, so unfortunately that site goes away. And so does the other one, because I didn't visit it.
Let's resolve this case then, too. So, because my team's investigation of Central Prison was successful, they've been awarded a motive or a method question. By any chance, is your X-Files motive control?
Yes, it is, actually.
Holy cow. I have you down to 6. And yeah, you haven't had a question yet, Dave. Alright, so what am I feeling here? By any chance, is your X-File the Manitou? Dave, by any chance, is your X-File the Manitou?
It is not the Manitou.
It is not the Manitou.
All right. You said motive, right?
I did say motive. Fire away, sir. What do you got?
Well, there is a 3-way split for a highball on that. I'm going to go with knowledge. Is it knowledge?
My X-Files motive is not knowledge.
Yeah.
Good guess anyway.
Speed. It's right in the middle. So it's everybody else is 9, and then you have the security at 6. Ooh, security.
Yeah. I know, right?
All right. So
I need to get rid of some things here because I got too many cards.
8 million cards. Yeah. Well, if you just let me limited choice, you would have got rid of some cards.
Yeah, that would have solved all my problems. So Hell Money's going to have to go because that was a result of Blue Plate Special. So
oh, that's good.
One way or the other.
Got rid of that one.
Say goodbye to the Flaming Wall.
Oh, poor Flaming Wall. We barely knew you.
First aid.
Nobody needs first aid.
Yeah, I haven't needed it up to this point.
You're not going to fight anybody.
Now I'm down to 7,
okay,
so let's pass it over to you.
Hooray! All right, it's my turn.
Free card.
I will draw my free card. Oh, man. I was not expecting that one either, but that's just the way it goes. I got my one free card.
All right.
So let's get some res. Whether or not I want some... no, I don't want any of that. So I'm going to take all 5. All 5 is coming over here.
Okay.
I am going to... I'm going to have to dump some stuff. Those... I will buy 2.
Okay.
That's what I did.
Okay, I just have 2 cards to sell. The Medikit for 4, and Nurse Owens for 6. And that is going to take it up to 17. From 7 to 17. And 6 cards?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do 6.
Why not?
We'll take it down from 17 to 11. 6 is good.
I almost forgot my 2 little friend of the FBI beans again.
Okay.
Got that. Okay.
All right. So where are we now? What phase?
We are now into case assignment at this. Or well, we would have gone requisition. We would have gone deployment. We would have gone case assignment.
But of course, we're brushing past all of that. So you deploy. They're all deployed in the field, and now case assignments.
You got it. So
where are we going? Essentially,
case assignment. Right. We are going to go to Miller's Grove again.
Been there, done that, right?
We have been there, done that.
Mulder, you're not thinking about trespassing on the government property again, are you? I know that you've done it in the past, but I don't think that this case warrants...
I'm already inside.
Well, what's going on? What do you see?
I'm in a house. It's apparently empty.
What does the place look like?
It's a typical 2-story suburban house. Nice big living room, sparsely furnished. Nice carpets, fireplace. Nice kitchen. Modern appliances. Moving walls.
Moving walls?
Yeah. They're rippling. Oh! Cockroaches!
What?
Cockroaches! They're everywhere. I'm surrounded.
Mulder, you've got to get out of there right now.
So we're going to Miller's Grove, so we're going to go ahead and pay 1 with Mo, and we're going to pay one with this. We're going to also go to Celsius Day Convalescent Home for 1.
Okay.
And we're also going to try to go to this is the new one, I think, isn't it? The Mulder Summer Home.
Yeah.
In Rhode Island. It's a subterfuge 4 for a method question for 2.
All right, so I got to spread out these bluffs here. Mulder's Summer Home.
Got it? How many?
I'm going to put the Mulder Summer Home under 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬. Just 1.
Oh.
It's going to be 1 each.
Gotcha.
Oh, Jesus. All right, this one here is going to go, this one under Mo is going to Excelsis Day.
Gotcha.
And this last one that's under KRYCEK'S is going to be going to Miller's Grove.
Miller's Grove. Gotcha. Oh,
1
right.
each.
All right. We got this little group of bad guys going over here. That's the we got Burke, KRYCEK'S, Mobox, and Hosteen are going to go to Miller's Grove.
Okay.
Little KRYCEK'S is going to go all by his lonesome over there to the other far side, but that's where they're going to be assigned.
Where do you want to start?
Let us start Miller's Grove.
Miller's Grove. Okay. And tell us about your team's skills and how they're applying them to that site.
Alien Investigation. They are Alien Investigation, and they end up having to combine. Let's see, what was their combined total on that? Burke's got 1, KRYCEK'S got nothing. We've got Mobox has 2, and Hosteen has 2, so for a total of 5.
Alrighty. So the 1 bluff on that site is Intruder Countermeasures Program. Pay 1 to add 2 to the pool immediately, but because it was face down, I'll just be adding 2, which is going to take the Conspiracy pool up from 11 to 13.
Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a card that you use against me all the time. Erlenmeyer Flask.
You're going to use that on intruder countermeasures?
Yeah, might as well.
I'll take the parcel.
No, sir. I'll make the exchange.
I made the deal, Scully. They're expecting me.
I don't trust you.
You've got no one else to trust.
I don't know who you are. I know nothing about you.
Oh, for God's sake, don't screw this up. Let me tell you something you should know. In 1987, a group of children from a southern state were given what their parents thought was a routine inoculation. What they were injected with was a cloned DNA from the contents of that package you're holding as a test. That's the kind of people you're dealing with.
So why give it back to them?
To save Mulder's life.
At the risk of so many other lives?
It's the tip of the iceberg. You and Mulder are the only ones who can bring it to light. Now give me the parcel.
Resource doesn't last forever.
Yeah. Okay. So that one costs you 4 to.
So that one's gone. Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
That's, hey, you got to do what you got to do sometimes.
I'm going to play the Lake Beast.
The Lake Beast, huh?
On Miller's Grove because it has the activator of result site for which this is one, and so the Lake Beast is going to deduct 5 from my conspiracy pool, which takes it down to 6.
Cool.
And so the Lake Beast, Dave, has the keywords primordial creature, and its effect is that it may use subterfuge cards.
Okay.
Its health is 6, and its long range combat round is, or its long range is 0, and its close range is 8. So, do you have any cards you would like to use to negate that Lake Beast?
I do not.
You do not. And so, with that, we're going to head into the combat subroutine.
Oh, tell me you're not serious.
For which, tell us about your team's long range.
Team's long range, unfortunately, without Mr. KRYCEK'S here. Long range is 5.
5. All right, on. And so, the Lake Beast, as I just mentioned, has a long range of 0. So that's not going to be much damage he's going to allocate. But before we get to allocating damage, at this point, we have the option of playing combat cards. And the conspiracy player gets to play the combat cards first, and then
Sure.
you may play one if you so choose. And I'm going to play one combat card, and that is Hide for 1. And that, Dave, is going to be played on one combatant with a subterfuge skill of 1, or that is capable of using subterfuge cards, of which the Lake Beast can. No damage may be dealt to that combatant in this round, and the combatant deals no damage.
Which it doesn't anyway.
Which it doesn't anyway. So therein lies the beauty of it. So with that, your team's long range is going to be, in other words, negated. And
Sure.
So with that, we're going to head right into close range combat. So tell us about your team's close range, if you would be so kind.
It is 6.
It is 6. And that is going to be enough to best the Lake Beast. However, not before he deals out 8, a punishing 8 close range.
Will it be?
Oh, 8?
Do I have it? Hey, you don't overkill, man. You just do the 4.
I could have torn my head off, Scully, but she didn't because she sensed that I wasn't a threat.
Yeah, I need to talk to someone who can get me federal jurisdiction on this case. Mulder.
How long did you say she was? What?
The U.S. Assistant DA is on the phone with the Bureau right now. He wants to know what the hell is going on up here in Atlantic City.
Well, tell him he's got a real live Neanderthal on the loose. She was young. I don't know.
The Atlantic
It's hard to
City
say
Major
exactly,
Crime
but
Unit has
what-
filed a complaint that we're endangering a murder investigation.
That is such crap. You can.
They got her cornered in a building.
That's done.
Hey, as that card I just discarded a moment ago.
First aid, a card I never play, but here it is.
Yeah. Damn. All right.
So hosting does he prevents 1 damage, so whoever you were gonna
I was gonna do Mobox.
Oh, Mobox. So Mobox is actually gonna take he does go down to -3, but he still survives.
Yeah, he still survives. He's got what 3 damage on him right now.
He does, but he's still kicking. Look at him go.
He's still kicking. All right, I took my best shot at the Lake Beast, and he let me down. So for that, I'm gonna
Huzzah! I get to ask a result question. Look at me go.
Fire away with that result question.
Okay. We will ask: is your result is that the manipulation of evidence?
God damn it.
Ah! Straight back! Take that!
Well done.
Take that! Take that! See? All right. Here we go. All right. Yeah. Look at that. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, that's a lot of red.
That's a lot of red. That's a lot of red.
Yeah.
So, okay. 1, 2,
enough to make me
3,
a little
4,
uncomfortable
5,
over here.
6.
Sweating bullets.
That is down to 7 if I'm correct.
All right. So it's pretty much a tie game at this point. You're back in this, Dave.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I was.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't give up till it's done, man. I don't. Here goes Mr. KRYCEK'S. KRYCEK'S is going to go all by his little lonesome. He's going to go off to the attempted subterfuge 4 of Mulder's summer home. And what does he find there? Does he find something?
You know, if it wasn't in my best interest, I would just as soon squeeze this trigger.
What's stopping you?
Hear this, Agent Mulder. Listen very carefully, because what I'm telling you is deadly serious. There is a war raging. And unless you pull your head out of the sand, you and I and about 5 billion other people are going to go the way of the dinosaur.
Well, first things first, let's get the face down bluff out of the way.
Sure.
That is Nasty Surprise. Play to add 5 tokens to your pool, cost 3, and so that's going to take it up to 8.
That's fair.
All right. Now I'm going to play another bluff for the full cost.
That's fair.
And that is a Scully set card, and it is manipulating the circumstance.
I was wondering when that was coming.
He's here. You let him here, didn't you?
Nothing here but holes in the ground, Mr. Mulder.
Why are you here? Why all these men?
I don't owe you any answers.
UFOs here. That's what KRYCEK'S after, isn't it?
KRYCEK? Alex KRYCEK disappeared 5 months ago.
We saw bodies in there. Men with radiation burns.
Saw nothing.
You won't get away with this. You can't bury the truth.
Play this card to add the keywords necessary to play any one adversary. Additionally, the adversary's cost is halved, rounded up.
Yep. Actually,
So
I didn't put that in my deck. I didn't put that one in my deck.
It's a good one. I got 2 in there. It's a really good card. All right, so my conspiracy pool goes down from 8 to 4 to pay for manipulating the circumstances. Okay, I'm going to provide the keywords necessary to play one adversary. So I'm going to change the keyword, was it method on there?
It is method, yeah.
I'm going to change it to affiliation.
Fair enough.
And with that, I'm going to play Brother Martin is attracted to you.
I like that one.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one. And because Brother Martin costs 8, manipulating the circumstances is going to have his cost, which is going to make him cost 4, and thusly my conspiracy pool is flatlined. And so, Brother Martin, Dave, do you need me to refresh your memory on...
Well, for everybody else, you can. You don't have to do it for me, though.
For everyone else. He has the keywords alien and creature, if you didn't already know that. He's got an affiliation site activator, which is met courtesy of manipulating the circumstances. And his effect, well, a bit long-winded, but bear with me. This card does not initiate combat, so KRYCEK'S combat skills are not going to be applicable in this particular matchup. Place 3 damage tokens on any agent in the investigating team. The damage agent must be moved to the hospital immediately and heals half the normal rate.
I wasn't ignoring you. No. Of course I saw you. I just didn't recognize you. That's all. Excuse me. I'm on a conversation.
So
the agent may not leave the hospital until all damage is healed and cannot be moved using any other cards, healing cards, you know, like the crash cart, the first aid, etc., etc.
All right. Let's break it up. Out of the car.
Sorry, officer.
You too. You a pro?
Pro?
What?
So okay, so he's in his little hospital bed right now. He's sad.
Yep.
So it's debriefing time because everything else is just sitting out there doing absolutely nothing.
And I've got 7 cards.
I have 5. I'm not dumping anything. Then you dumped yours, so it would be now your turn to go ahead and get some stuff.
You're all right, sir. And I'm going to draw my free card and get a new briefing phase going on here. And so, with that, let's once again add 2 tokens from good old friend in the FBI. And that'll take it up to 7. And, of course, my team's res is still 5 because everyone's still out in the field. And so that's going to take it up to 12. And let's just do 3 cards. 2 of them are Mulders. And that'll take my resource pool down to 9. Over to you.
So I'm going to then get 2 conspiracy. Oh, I'm almost flipped that around and showed you what I had.
I wasn't looking anyway.
Yeah, I know. But I do not want to buy any cards.
Okay. And so with that, we'll head into healing, only for a moment, just because there's nothing to heal. Everyone's still out in the field.
At least for you. Nobody fought your guys.
Not yet.
No monster came out of a lake and tried to eat your guys.
Yeah, he took a big bite out of Mo Box too, but not my Mo Box, your Mo Box. For requisition, I'm holding on to the equipment I have to sell in the next round. For deployment, everyone is staying in the field. Everyone is together right now. But before we get to a site, though, I'm going to have to play an event card and another one Scully set. And this one is travel plans. I'm glad that one came up because I'm a bit shy on the sites.
What are you doing?
I just remembered a piece of evidence from the crime scene that I forgot to turn in.
What are those?
They look like satellite photos. What would he be doing with these?
Travel plans. I'm gonna pay 2 for that. Travel plans is going to allow me to search through my bureau deck and draw up to 2 site cards. I'm going to place the drawn site cards face down below this card, and I may play those sites for 0 cost during my case assignment phase, and I'll discard this resource card once both the sites are removed. Okay, so I don't have to show them to you yet.
I don't think so.
Nope, it doesn't say. So, but you're going to find out one of them in just a moment. And this is put in the field, so I'm going to put travel plans right over there.
On your massive desktop there.
So travel plans is going to go right there. I'm keeping one site under it because I'm holding on to the other one at this moment because I'm about to play that one.
Gotcha.
All right, so now we're going to head into case assignment, and we're going to be sending the team to the abandoned missile site in Black Crow, North Dakota, and that is a affiliation and alien investigation keyword site, Dave. And because of travel plans, it is free, so we'll be bypassing the payment for that one. So again, it's got a prerequisite of alien investigation 4 and an affiliation question should it be successful. Do you have any bluffs for me, sir?
I do have 1.
You have 1. Okay. So with that, let's send everyone to that site. Alien discretion, for which I'm going to play on a team about to investigate a site with alien investigation as a prerequisite. You have to play the card before the bluffs are revealed and before the team actually goes to the site to apply their alien investigation skills, yada, yada, yada. But anyway, discard all cards assigned as bluffs at that site. X equals the number of bluffs allowed. X plus 1 is the cost. I'm going to subtract 2, and that bluff goes bye-bye. What was it, by the way?
It was one of the mailmen.
One of the mailmen. Yeah, which you would have liked to take one of my manners tokens, right?
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. Okay, so with that out of the way, I'm also going to play Good Fortune from the great episode Clyde Brookman's Final Repose.
I foresee a rocky romantic affair between superstar Madonna and super witness 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬. Oh, that's a gimme. That's not really going out on a limb, is it? I foresee author J.D. Salinger finally publishing a new novel and hitting the talk show circuit to promote it. That's just playing the odds. I foresee the revelation that not Elvis, but rather Buddy Holly is still alive, having faked his own death so many years ago. Holly will not only re-emerge, but also regroup with the Crickets, and they will headline in next year's Lollapalooza? What the hell is Lollapalooza?
Who's Buddy Holly?
The investigating player may play events while investigating this site, except for events which would negate this card. So you got to negate this card before you can play an event on it.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to subtract 2 from my resource pool to pay for. Well, I'm going to leave Good Fortune out just right now, just as a reminder. So yeah,
that's fair.
What do you got for me?
Well, at that point, I couldn't. Well, I'm not going to do the thing that I was going to do. So, you actually get free reign on that one because the other card that I have, I don't want to play at this.
Thanks to Clyde Brookman, then my team's investigation into the abandoned missile site was successful, and we have been awarded an affiliation question, for which, let's say we ask Dave, by any chance, is your X-Files affiliation primordial?
It is not primordial.
It is not primordial, so that takes off 2 more possibilities for your X-Files. So I've got you down to 3 at the moment.
33% chance, man. Take it. You can do it.
And you do not know my X-Files affiliation at this point.
I do not, and that would be very helpful information.
Yes, it would.
But if you miss... It's like the thing is that what's that thing is like what happens? Usual suspects. What happens if you aim at the devil and you miss? I don't know. I'm not quoting that.
I like how you're implying you're the
but I'm
devil
paraphrasing. Well, no.
Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take a crack at it. Dave, by any chance, is your X-File John Barnett?
It is not.
It's not John
Barnett.
I got you down to 2 at this point.
You do. So you investigate, you got a good shot, but...
You now get a penalty question, my friend.
I do.
And it's affiliation or identity, whichever you prefer.
Oh, it's an affiliation.
All right.
Of course, it's going to be an affiliation because I got a 2 for a 2 for there. I'm gonna go... is your affiliation alien?
God damn it.
Yeah. Woo-hoo! Take that!
So what, you got me down to 1 now?
2.
2. Oh my gosh. Damn.
So that's 2.
Now we're tied. We're tied again.
We're tied, and not only that, I get to play.
Yeah, you're up. So now, you got a pretty good.
So let's see what happens. Did you have it? Did you have any? Do you have to debrief now? So
yeah. No kidding.
I only have 3 cards. So.
Yep. So 1 has got to go, and it's probably going. And it's going to be dissection because it only costs 1. But I got to.
It's also dissection's not the greatest card in the world because. All right, so you've discarded your card, and now it's my turn. All right,
draw that card.
I'm going to draw my 1 card. Yep. Draw my bonus card.
One more drink before we get this going.
See if that works. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so that's my 1 card that I did. I'm going to get my res. He's sick, so he's sad. He's sad, sitting in his little hospital bed. He can't generate his 2, but I do get 3.
All right.
So I'm going to get 3. I'm going to draw 1, but I'm also using both of her tokens.
Okay.
So those are so I'm going to draw a total of 3.
Okay. Well, I was wondering when you're going to use that ꐗ-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬 effect.
I didn't need it up until now.
Okay.
It's like I was dealing with 7+ cards most times, so even with crappy cards, it was like I was like, okay, they were still cards I could still use.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I'm not happy I got to sell some of these cards because I really kind of like them. But yeah, I need some conspiracy points. As you can see in my rejuvenating caves has not shown up yet.
I'm sorry, and I apologize. Mo would have got his 1 Koken back, and I would have gotten my 2 from friend in the FBI. I forgot about it.
Yeah, no problem. 2 Lux video camera for 5. No one so paranoid. I really don't like parting ways with that one if I can.
No, especially if I could beat up on you next turn.
Yeah,
there's a next turn. If there's a next turn. And finally, deductive reasoning for 3, and so that's going to take it up to 13. And of that, I think 5 is probably going to be in order here. So yeah, let's do 5, and that's going to take it down from 13 to 8. Over to you, sir. Okay. Is now Healy time.
All
the
right.
first time I can heal something.
Healing.
Here you go. Take one of your injuries away, good sir.
Yep.
Deployment. They're still in the field.
Yep.
There's still a giant mass of people in the field. I'm going to play Lake Ōkoboji again.
Okay.
I'm going to throw one of his beads and one of his beads, so he's paying for that one. And hang on. Ooh, that would work as well. I'm going to pay 1 for Arecibo, Puerto Rico. And we still have that other third one that's floating around out there.
Okay. Let's do 1 bluff on Lake Ōkoboji.
Got it?
That's it.
Lake Ōkoboji, huh?
That is it.
1 bluff on Lake Ōkoboji. All right. Seems like I'm getting funneled towards Arecibo. All right. Let's do it. Let's go to Arecibo. We're taking the bait.
All right.
Jump off to Arecibo.
We wanted to listen. On October 12, 1992, NASA initiated the High-Resolution Microwave Survey, a decade-long search by radio telescope scanning 10 million frequencies for any transmission by extraterrestrial intelligence. Less than 1 year later, first-term Nevada Senator Richard Bryan successfully championed an amendment which terminated the project. I wanted to believe.
Everyone's there, so tell us which skill are you going to be applying your agent's skills for this one?
Alien Investigation, which ends up being 5.
5. 2 from hosting, 1 from Burke, 2 from Mobox?
Yes, that is correct.
Right on. 1, okay. I'm going to play the Psychotic Attack for 4, and that's going to take my conspiracy pool down from 8 to 4. And the Psychotic Attack, Dave, has the keywords evolutionary and pawn, and its activator is method sight, so it is applicable for this one. Damage from the long-range combat may be split among all opponents. My choice.
Oh, don't do that. That's mean. That's just not good.
Oh my god. Now that is a trick. Hey guys, take a look at this.
Care for lights?
So he's out there and he's been paid for. So they're just gonna. He's evolutionary. Sadly, little Mr. Burke can't do his occult magic on anybody right now.
No, we can't.
But.
Uh-oh.
There was somebody long time ago. I put out a call, taped up a little masking tape X in the window, and Mr. Stephen
Mr.
Williams showed up.
Signed. Very nice. Very nice.
And he shows up and he says, nay, nay.
Nay, nay.
Nay, nay. I will pay my 3. And the psychotic attack, the psychotic attack will be mildly like...
Yes, Cecil Lively is going to get relegated to the trash bin, courtesy of Mr. X. Bravo.
Stay there. Wait! You want to see what it takes to find the truth, Agent Mulder? You want to know of the things I know? I'll attend to this.
Just leaves one other guy he got. So I'm going to play Luis Cardinal for 3.
Haha, the Cardinal.
Yep, and that's going to take my conspiracy pool down to 1. Luis Cardinal has the activator of Agent, so you got 4 of them out there.
Anybody? Yes, I do have 4 of them out there. Look at them all.
Yep, and his keywords are government, creature, and pawn. So again, Burke's not going to be able to help you out of this one.
Sadly, he's a sad man.
Yes. And so Luis Cardinal's effect is that he can attack 1 agent, my choice, for 1 round of long range, 1 round of close range. That's
Gotcha.
it. So only one agent's going to get only one agent's going to feel the wrath of Luis Cardinal.
Gotcha.
So what do you got to negate this one?
I do not have anything to negate it.
All right. So we're going to head into combat then?
We are going to head into combat.
Yes, we are. Oh boy. So hopefully you don't have another first aid on you, but let's see what we can do here. So Luis Cardinal has a long range of 3. Tell me about your team's long range. Sans
Sorry. Okay, here we go. Long range, Mobox has 2. Berkey only has 1. The KRYCEK'S has 1, and what's his nut says? Hosting has 1.
All right, yeah. 5, as you said. And Luis Cardinal has 3. And so, do you have any combat cards you want to play at this point? I do not.
I don't have one I want to play right now.
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know what else to say.
So you're gonna pay me the 175, the phone 8.
No, you'll have to deal with the phone company,
You
sir.
deal with them. I want my money.
Is there a problem there?
Yeah, there is a big problem. Chupadura, amigo.
Yeah, so little Albert Hosteen will go to the hospital, hang out with his buddy.
Mm-hmm.
He will take his 3 damage. Yeah, it's unfortunately the card I wanted to play. I had to get in the close round.
Oh, okay. Got you.
So, there you go.
All right. Hosteen's out of it. So
yes,
all right.
Hosteen is out of it. So unfortunately, unless I have something that can give me a bump in something, I do not. I'm still alive, but at least the rest of the guys.
So ready to head into debriefing?
Yeah. Oh, there goes my alien. Oh shit, he fell down.
Even he's
get up there.
So close.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, I discard that one. There was but yeah, I get to put the Stephen Williams X out there. I'll take it.
All right.
So all right,
I gotta part ways with some things here.
I do not. I have 4 cards.
Darren Peter Oswald's going bye-bye.
Oh, DPO.
Yeah, I was really wanting to play him.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of. Let's say goodbye to the Sandman. And I think that'll be about that was 7. Yeah, we're good now. All right, ready?
I'm at 4, so I'm good.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, if you want to get rid of one, you can.
Nah,
I wouldn't either at this point. All right, so we're passing it over to me. I will draw a free card, and we'll get a new round going. Will it be the last one? Well, we're about to find out.
It's a pretty good chance that it's like either it's the last round. Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
We'll see. So I'm going to use 2 more from Friend in the FBI. I've got 2 left on that.
Sure.
And so we got 5 res amongst my agents, so that's going to take it up to 10. And obviously 2 of them are going to be for Mulder.
Oh, I still get to buy cards, though, right?
Oh, yeah, I haven't even done my part yet.
Oh, yeah, good. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing the rest.
Let's just do 3 cards. 2 of them are Mulders. Over to you.
Let's see. I'm going to do 1. 1 card.
All right, you ready for me to head into healing now?
Sure.
Okay, not that we're going to be doing anything on this end. So, yeah, no healing to be done. No requisition either. And for deployment, everyone's going to remain out in the field. And for case assignment, let's use the last site for travel plans, which is the Washington Monument in Washington, D.C., and I'm going to discard travel plans now because I've used both the sites under that resource. And so that one is free, courtesy of the travel plans. And so I'm going to put it on another site, and that is Dead Horse Alaska. And that, Dave, has a lot of keywords, but most notably it has alien investigation, and Mobox is going to pay for it. Okay, so now let me break it down for you because we got a lot of keywords for you to absorb here. Washington Monument has the following keywords: behavioral, observation, motive and result. Dead Horse Alaska has alien investigation, evidence collection, affiliation, and result. So all the questions are accounted for except method, if that helps.
Okay. Washington Monument.
Okay, so the bluff's on that one?
That is correct.
Okay, and that's it?
That's it.
Okay, so I'm going to let's see, because I don't know your affiliation yet, and I don't know your result. So I could go. I do know your motive though. So I think we'll just skip Washington Monument for right now. Also because it does have a bluff on it, so that would be a pretty smart choice. So yeah, let's send everyone to Dead Horse Alaska, shall we?
We shall.
Okay. And in that case, we're going to be applying our alien investigation skills to this site, for which Mulder has 4, KRYCEK'S has 1, courtesy of the Geiger counter, and Mobox has 2. So I got 7 alien investigation for this skill check.
Okay.
And do you have any cards for me?
I do.
All right. What do you got?
How's your computer skills?
Oh, they're pretty shabby, to say the least.
Come on, let me in.
Well, I'm going to play Computer Access tonight to see if they can do some
I don't have any
skill
computer
stuff.
access. I don't have any computer skills at all amongst these guys. But I do have. But I do have an Erlenmeyer flask, and I'll pay 4 for that one right now.
Okay.
To take my resource pool down from 10 to 6, and the Erlenmeyer flask is going to negate any one card played against your team during a bureaucracy or alien investigation skill check, of which this is the latter. And we'll say goodbye to computer access denied.
Gotcha.
All right, what else you got? You got 5 conspiracy left. You got something, I'm sure.
I do. No, that's not going to work. Well,
come on, it's the last chance. Just play whatever.
It is the last chance. We got a Sandman that can come out and do a little damage, but once again, you're just going to manners it up. So
probably because he's got what keywords? Evolutionary and creature.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No. He retains not his anger forever, because he delights in mercy. He will turn again. He will have compassion on us. He will subdue our iniquities, Henry, and he will cast all our sins into the depths of the sea. It's all right, Henry. It's all over now.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Sandman.
that crutch, man. That crutch. That you tell me I had the unexpected call crutch.
You do, and I got the manners.
The manners is a
And I
crutch,
didn't have
man.
to use him until the very last moment, too.
Mulder, I think that you and the hypnotherapist were leading her, and I think that there was more confabulation in the second version than in the first.
I think you're wrong about that, Scully. But I do think you're right about one thing, that this case might not have anything to do with aliens.
Hey, I just got a call from some crazy blankety blank claiming he found a real live dead alien body.
Yeah, so evolutionary and creature, right?
Yep, that's evolutionary creature.
Evolutionary and creature. And so for that, we're going to summon... Do you know which witness negates evolutionary creatures?
Evolutionary... What, that blockhead?
You're good. That would be Dr. Blockhead. And for the cost of 2, Dr. Blockhead is going to negate the Sandman.
Ask away. Ask away.
Let's bring this home. All right, so Dave, I've got you down to 2 possibilities, and I'll just narrow it down to 1 with an affiliation question. Because, yeah, why not? Dave, by any chance, is your X-Files affiliation alien?
It is.
By any chance, is your xfile.com?
It is.
And it is. Huzzah.
But that was a lot closer than it should have been.
Mulder.
You almost look mummified.
They've been dead a very long time.
Except for this strange residue.
Yeah, you had me down to 2, my friend. So would you like to take a guess at which of the 2 you think it might have been?
Let's little alien listeners.
Oh, sorry.
You know what's funny? It was funniest from the beginning. I was like, it was the Gregors, but then I was like, he's not. That's not him. That's not him. He's not going to pick that. So, but yeah.
Sure enough, it is the Gregors. The very elusive, The Truth Is Out There version of the Gregors. Very hard to find that one. Courtesy of Mr. Dave Frank. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I know. When you don't add it into the rotation and you have to send it out as a promo, yeah. That's...
All right, so I got to know what were all those bluffs you had on my sites there?
The bluffs I had on the sites were, first of all, we had Mailman, which would have stolen Mannor's stuff.
Okay.
Subterfuge, you got Sheriff Daniels, which would have taken
that would have got me.
You would have stopped that one. I would have Section Chief would have sent one of your fools home, and you wouldn't have done that one.
Yeah,
that's all I had.
Yeah.
However, I was really hoping to use this one.
Oh gosh, yeah.
On to him. Brother Martin was pretty devastating to KRYCEK'S. The asking when you had a lot to go gave me too much of an entryway back into the game. It should not have been that close, but I was like, you took the gut, and I just took the gut back, and it was just. But
Manners did
Manners saves your
Otherwise,
ass
he was just
again.
I'm going to tell you nothing else until that last moment.
No, but you know you're sitting on at least 4 or 5 witnesses in your deck you can draw upon. I mean, good game all around. But Manners pulled out your ass.
Yeah,
and if I could have thrown that Sandman at you and really dropped the hammer on that, he would have knocked out whoever was supposed to.
Yeah,
I mean,
so let's break
he would have
that
killed
down.
one.
So the Sandman has he
has the highest
special, so he gets +1 and he gets 1 plus the highest combat rating. So for long range, he would have got 3. And my team's collective long range,
you probably would have ended up killing him at that point. But still, he would
easily.
But if that was the point, I was like, if he would have gotten out there and done something, he would. But I didn't get to anything that I really. I mean, if you look at this, these are the cards I got through of the 98. And I just tried to throw. I had a handful of. At one point in time, I had four sites out of 7, and I was like, "That's a little too many." I mean, it just happened to be that. But I don't have a high site count in this one. This one's only out of 98. I think there's 24 sites, so it's not bad.
That's not a bad ratio.
It's about a 20. Yeah. It's about a 25%. That's the usual.
That's trustworthy amount. But no, this was a very nice game. I like that we saw a lot of adversaries. Well, yeah, we did actually see one on your end. Actually, I was wondering if you were going to even bother throwing one at me.
Well, in a last ditch I had to. So, but yeah, then I did definitely wanted to. I mean, I would have loved to have played Backbreaker. I would have liked to play the Too Close to the Truth. But the problem is you kept draining your conspiracy pool. So that wasn't that. But you were doing it in a last ditch effort to try to stop me on.
Yeah.
So what were your? Do you happen to remember what your bluffs were on these?
Sorry. Yes, one of them was a Scully set card, and it was actually at that moment it was more or less just to drive you towards Arecibo. Because I would not have been able to afford to pay for it.
Yeah.
But because you know how I said I went heavy on evolutionary adversaries in there? Yeah. So in addition to like manipulating the circumstances, I put 2 of them in there. And so I also included Lightning Strikes, which is play this card to provide the keywords necessary to play 1 evolutionary adversary. So outside of like the Lake Beast and Luis Cardinal, the easy ones, I was like putting a whole lot of evolutionary. So I thought there's a pretty good chance that would come up and it would help out in the moment.
This was the next card I would have drawn, which counterintelligence. But you know what? Here's funny: is it wouldn't have mattered in this one.
Why not?
Because you were down at 50-50.
Oh yeah, that's
Slithers. Yeah.
How do you feel? Like, so this was your first foray with the Scully set. So how do you feel about it?
Oh, not bad.
Or no, did you play it before?
No, that's the first time.
Okay.
So to be honest, when I put the deck together, was the first time I had actually seen. I'd actually read the Scully cards.
Okay.
So I got them shipped to me, and I picked them, and I got them. I put them into my binder, and I didn't do anything with them. They were just out there. So when this opportunity came up, I was like, all right, well, I'll throw them in there. And I always put the unexpected call way on the bottom. I put Carl Wade in there just because I wanted to.
And he's one that kind of like Luis Cardinal. He can pretty much get you an agent. Which is great. What was his activator again?
His activators are conspiracy, motive, and insight.
Okay, yeah. But he's kind of one of those. He doesn't initiate, or he only attacks 1 agent, kind of like Luis Cardinal. So he's like, he's going to get you 1 easily, and he's inexpensive too.
Yeah, this is one I always like playing, but I never get an opportunity.
Oh
to play.
gosh,
KRYCEK'S Possessed.
There was a chance, but it wasn't in your hand at that point, huh?
Yeah. Well, the problem is he didn't lose it. He didn't. It wasn't subterfuge. It was alien investigation. So he has to fail alien investigation.
You know, I didn't bother calling out Kevin because in that first round, because I was like, usually I bring out like Kevin or one of those RP Payne witnesses in the first round, but I decided to go with the Geiger counter instead.
There's my brother, my brother too. Oh, of course,
Cool.
I love Brother Martin. You know what? I don't care what Michael says. It's good.
It is.
I like Brother Martin. He's like he calls it a dick card, I think. But the fact is, it's
card on that one.
But then again, he plays Oubliette all the time.
He does play Oubliette.
So he loves Oubliette, and Oubliette is it's not really dickish, but
it's not.
It does. It's not. I do like Call for Help. Call for Help. I want to get a chance to get Call for Help.
That's a toolbox card right there.
Yeah.
Any card you want, you can go. Oh well, no, it's got to be like witness.
You know what?
Event.
Because
pretty much what.
Because every one except for KRYCEK'S was a believer, Ceremony was a given.
Yeah, for sure.
So when I looked at Ceremony, I didn't get to Ceremony. Ceremony was still about 15 cards down. Then a bunch of. Oh my God, 5 sites in a row. That would have been horrible.
Wow.
Hey, actually, at Hell Money.
Oh,
Hell Money just to be a dick.
So you do run with Hell Money.
Only because I was jeopardizing the X-Files. I decided to play that one. Card. See what happens there.
I guess it's I'm going to say that's a dick card. It's a crippling one.
Yeah. True. I mean, it would have been helpful. The only 2 combat cards I had in here were I actually had First Aid, and then I also had Backbreaker, just because I wanted to see it work.
So, are there any other adversaries in there that in your deck that you didn't get a chance to play?
Oh yeah, Brother Martin. I had Brother Deadly Blur was in there. Squeeze was in there. So the standards for. I kind of try to cover my bases for all the specifics, because worst case scenario is going to be a war of attrition against Manners. Is I was going to keep throwing, if I had them, keep throwing adversaries at you until you had no tokens, or mailman to take them away. There is definitely a strategy to try to combat my Manners, because if Manners can go in and just pick anybody from the deck to negate anything you can play, you either it's got to be a war of attrition and just knock it out, or you just steal them. I really wanted Ceremony to work. I think Ceremony would have really been nice, because 4 out of the 5 are believers.
Oh, Jonathan Hagee actually played Ceremony very well in a recent game, and I was like, wow, man. Like, hosting would have been sent to, I think Carl Wade. I played Carl Wade on Jonathan hosting.
Yeah.
And that that would have kept him out for like 6 rounds or something like that. Yeah, crazy. So Jonathan Hagee had Ceremony, and I'm like, damn it, he's only going to be out for like 1 round now. So that was like that was like the best possible time to play Ceremony, because that's the difference between. And he hadn't even used Hosting's token at that point too. So I was like, damn. I thought I got Hosting out for 6 rounds. I'm like, this is great. No Hosting effect on me. And then Ceremony.
Yeah, it's just, I think that I only have one in here. I probably could have put a second one in, just to kind of like get the odds up, double up the odds.
Yeah.
But it was still one of those ones where I wasn't going to put it to 100 just to throw a couple extra more cards in there.
It was all around a fun game. I'm really happy with how it turned out.
Me too. I think it worked out pretty well. It was a better game than I thought it was going to be when it started off pretty rough for me. So it's nice to see that I clawed my way back and was a little more respectful at the end.
And it was not just a result of like the good guesses. I mean, you did have to work it.
Oh no, there was still enough investigation in there, even with that's the game. This is the game. If you're gonna fault people because of good guesses.
No,
you can fault people because of bad guys. It's just the game. It's how it works.
Do subscribe to the Anonymous Tabletop Podcast if you haven't already. It's a great show, very funny, and of course, please subscribe to this channel and give it a like. And they can't really give your episodes a like, can they?
No, they could go to Facebook. They could go to Facebook and then just, if they want to do that, they can do that. I don't force anybody. We're not a cult. So it's like,
not yet.
We have cookies once in a while. We have beer. I mean, if you come to a podcast at Adepticon, that's in Schaumburg, you can come and do that.
Of course, if you have any ideas for games you'd like to see us play, whether they be augmented rules or anything like that, be sure to drop some comments in there. And if you have any questions about any of the Scully set cards that we played tonight, please feel free to ask some questions. They are cards that we're still getting accustomed to, getting used to playing them and figure out how they work and whatnot. So by all means, just let us know if any of those cards, if you have questions about those cards that we're using, which again all come courtesy of Dax Golding, who you can find in the Facebook group, the X-Files Collectible Card Game. He is also in our Discord group, so you can join our Discord group. The link to the Discord group is in the description below. It's a very, very engaging community that we have on Discord. There's always conversations going on, and it's a lot of entertainment. We really deep dive into the nuances of these cards and the rules and whatnot, and it's all very fun and enjoyable. Everyone's really respectful, and you couldn't ask for more in a community for this beloved card game. So join that if you feel so inclined. And I think that about wraps it up. Dave, what say you? Any parting words?
It's late. I want to go to sleep and go listen to a podcast and watch this YouTube channel. There you go. Look, you can tell that I'm actually a podcaster. I'm very professional about things. Right?
Yes, indeed. With that, I'll say goodnight, and thank you for tuning in, and be sure to tune in next time for another exciting edition of Alien Investigations.
See ya.